Welcome to the Windows and Computer channel, and this is to answer a question and, go overall answering a few questions that I get probably every week. So I have to come back time to time to, re-explain most of what security is, and especially about antiviruses. So a few of you have seen an article, and I've stumbled across it also on Windows Central about, the best antivirus software and so on. And of course, the question comes back to me because people that follow me will say, well, you're always saying Windows Security, Windows Defender is fine. Then why do they have these tests, and why do they say that some are better than others? And should I change my antivirus? Because, I want to be safe. And that is a question all the time. And, it's a big industry. The security industry and antivirus industry is extremely big. It's a lot of money. And in days when Windows actually comes stock with a good antivirus already, Windows Security, these companies have to, make more efforts in trying to sell you something. And so they'll, try to sell you something with all sorts of, little gizmos and things that it does that others don't, and so on. And, it's a game where they're trying to play on your fear, basically, to sell. The thing about antivirus is that, and an article that talks about antivirus is perfect example. Not even once in an article about the best antivirus do they talk about how what you do is important to stay safe, and how when Windows updates and updates in general of the software is the real reason you're staying safe. They don't talk about that. They only talk about, you got to stay safe, you got to be secure. And that is the first thing that makes me want to, just stop viewing a certain website sometimes, because it's like, yeah, you're not even, you're not even explaining security. You're just saying, you got to get that big gun antivirus that costs $150. No, you don't. The security, and I'll repeat it again, 99% of your security is you. It's making sure Windows is up to date and that the software you use is up to date, and what you do when you go on the internet. That's 99% of the security. Your antivirus doesn't even come across any viruses when you actually are safe like that, and you are safe in what you do on the web. The the security updates are there because bad guys, the hackers out there that try to infect your machines, or do all sorts of things, take control, they use security flaws that exist in Windows. That's why keeping Windows up to date blocks the possibility of these malware to actually infect your machine. The other part of being careful is simple, and a lot of people don't trust themselves when they actually should, because it's always, as a tech guy, I've noticed that pretty much every time somebody got bitten, they knew something was not right, and they didn't follow their own instinct. If they did, they would not have had the problem. Links in email are dangerous, especially from your best friends and so on. Do not, unless you know what you're doing or what you're clicking on, do not do anything like that. Just ignore what you do on the internet. Standard browsing on well-known websites is relatively safe. And once again, one website that might not be as safe, if your browser, for example, Google Chrome, is up to date, the latest updates, there's mitigation there. There's security options in Chrome. They know what websites are bad. They know what way that a script can infect your machine. And their updates are there to fix all of that and to fix the flaws that could get exploited by that. And of course, who gets really bitten by antivirus? It's pretty much always the people that do things they shouldn't do. Download software they should not. They go to a shady website that says, hey, your Flash player is outdated, this software is outdated, you need that to view this video. These are all scams. And people click on it because they say, oh, well, I'm going to go. They kind of trust everything, which is something you should not. The other thing is there's no websites, no standard good websites that will ask you to update anything on your PC to be viewed. They don't need that. HTML5 and all the different web language that exists are all implemented in the browser. You don't need anything more. The other thing is, downloading illegal software, illegal movies, illegal music. This is a plague. This is what almost all of my clients that had viruses over the years fell into two categories most of the time, or three categories actually. Their Windows is not up to date, so they got bitten by that malware that actually infects machines. They went to a shady website that asked to install some kind of weird player for videos, or they download illegal stuff. Because standard people from everyday life that just went on the web, do their little things and not go into weird websites and, not clicking on everything they see are fine. And then you might say, well, that's where, a good antivirus is good. It's going to protect you in case you do something bad. Well, the thing is most of the time they don't protect you anyways. Even the big gun, expensive software is not better at protecting you than anything else. Windows security is fine. And the thing is the problem is not to have antivirus to protect you. It's you to do things so that you don't have to test the antivirus to see if it works. That's way more secure. And you got to be careful with that, and be careful with, everybody wanting to push or talk to you about some antivirus software that you can purchase that's so good. It's, once again, playing on your fear, and it is unnecessary. Windows security is fine. Just keep your system up to date. Just be careful what you do on the web. Update your browser also. You'll be okay. And, a lot of people have a tendency to think that Windows is unsecure. As tech guy duties, the most prevalent idea that people have of Windows is every time something's wrong, oh, I think I got a virus. Because people think that Windows gets viruses like that by magic. I was looking at a web page, or I did a Google search, and I got a virus, I think now, because I got a problem. 90% of the time when people thought they had viruses was not viruses. It was simply a glitch, a software glitch, a driver that wasn't right, something that was wrong, corrupt files, whatever. Never viruses. The ones that had real viruses were always the ones that didn't do things right, that weren't careful on the web. And so Windows security is enough. And the only reason why people talk about viruses so much on Windows is the numbers game. When 85% of all PCs out there are running Windows, you have more chances of running into someone that will complain that they had a virus with Windows, because, there's a lot more PCs with Windows out there. But security-wise, it's as secure as any other operating system. And actually, I was reading articles saying how, Mac OS and also Linux are really, really being plagued with tons and tons of viruses in the past months, and how it's all on the increase. So, every platform is at risk if you are not careful and don't apply the simple rules that are make sure that you're up to date, and be careful out there. If you enjoy my videos, please subscribe, give us thumbs up. Thank you for watching.